So day 3, day 2 of walking. We have just gotten ready to leave. Today we are hoping that we'll be at Paya, which the map says will be about a 5.5-6 hour walk, but we're estimating 7 to 8 with a couple of our delays. And when we got here yesterday, it was almost Chhitiz, 6 o'clock, 6:30, and like the last 2 kilometers probably I was ready to just bloody hell throw the bag and just call it a day. It was very strenuous, especially the downhill. That's a massive 1.5 kilometer descent, and most of it is rocky path, and facing that on the first day takes a toll on your body. And yesterday my shoulders were in a situation where I was done for the day, and I could barely even move my shoulders. I was in such a bad shape, and I still feel a little bit of a knot in my lower back, but my upper shoulder, it feels better today. The back, especially the part where you take the load. So 15 kilos going downhill, day 1, bad idea. And what saved me yesterday was the couple of the patches, the heat patches that I brought with medicine. I put that on and I just did like my own healing therapy meditation before I went to bed. I was telling my body that, God damn, I need to walk, you better heal. I have so much distance to cover, and and with the cold on top of that. So it's just been an extra strenuous couple of days, but I feel a little better today, positive. In fact, much better in terms of energy compared to yesterday, and the weather is great as well. And Chhitiz is here. I passed on some of my cold to Chhitiz, so we're sharing that now. And today we reach Paya, and tomorrow Lukla probably. Chhitiz?
Well, I think it's not a tough trek today. My calf muscles are kind of sore, so I stretched a bit, and Ajita helped me with a special asana that helped me release the knot that I had created in my lower back. So I feel better now. So I hope today is not gonna be a tough day, but you never know.
It is a tough day.
You never know in the Himalayas. So bye, Ajayati.
Chhitiz said he's hoping for a tough day, but hoping that it's not a tough day, I'll guarantee you it's a tough day. It's a lot of uphill today. Last time I remember we reached Karila. Just getting to Karila was super strenuous. So Karila, we have to reach Paya, which is even further down from Karila. Not too far away, but maybe about an hour from Karila. So we are starting at around 8:30 right now. We are hoping to be there by 4 this evening. त्यहाँ अलि सानो ढुङ्गा छ अगाडिको गर लेफ्ट अगाडि लगा हो या take off your mask when you want to.
How much distance? 100?
Who cares?
Shit. Tough job. Tough.
So, think about how much the blind people complain.
Exactly.
Do they complain? Is your life easier than theirs?
Far much easier. Far easier.
And you take that for
granted.
granted so easily.
Yes. Not only me, everyone.
Everyone, that's the message
Yes.
that we're trying to put out there through you.
Through me.
Yeah,
I'm the messenger.
Mr. Bhayati is climbing mountains with me blindfolded.
This one's epic.
How was this exercise? We'll do another version of this also.
Okay, actually, it made me aware of everything. The river down, I could guess where the cliff is.
Mm-hmm. So you had
I
a sense
could-
of your geographical
And
presence.
I could assume how deep the gorge is because of the sound, and I could hear the leaves of the trees, and I could assume how far the trees are and how far the wall was, something like that.
Depth perception,
That perception, exactly.
situational awareness.
Yes, it definitely heightened my awareness for a while.
Now you understood how that is tapped into.
Actually, yes. Actually,
Now you can do it without blindfolded. Now that it's heightened, if you bring your senses back to that mindset, like imagining like you are completely blindfolded,
yes.
even with your eyes open, you can heighten your sense of awareness.
But I actually think I definitely need some more practice.
Yeah.
Because 10-minute blindfolded walk wouldn't help me heighten my senses for
Ever?
Yes.
No. This is just to show you that.
It can be tapped in.
Yeah. That if you are aware enough, like you said before this, did you think about the cliff?
No,
So that's the point. Is
actually,
it's just there, but we are not aware enough to, gather that data.
yes, and I was actually thinking that one wrong step or one wrong hold of the stick on the wrong boulder can get me rolling down the cliff.
So that was the fear that was coming up.
Not actually fear, but actually making my awareness more and more
Sharp.
Yes.
Okay. So if it's not enough, then we'll do more. How about this stairs? Going up this way. Fine. You good? Firm steps, eh? No, don't go that way. Turn slightly right. Yes. Yeah, use the left leg. अलि दायाँ, yes. अब त्यहाँ स्टेप गर. अगाडि आऊ. उभो, फर्म उभो. तिम्रो इमिडिएटली अगाडि एउटा स्टेप छ. त्यसलाई विचार गर. हो त्यहाँ अघि नजाऊ. हो. Yes. Very good. How alert? What was in your mind?
If I'm stepping on the right point or not.
Were you thinking of any of the problems that bother you when you're at home, or
No.
what was your main concern?
Stones.
Your steps.
Yes.
And it's not over.
Okay.
You did well. अगाडिको terrain मलाई पनि थाहा छैन. For a little while you'll go straight again. I'll guide you. I'll try and only step in when I feel you're in danger. or there is anything I need to tell you about. Okay, but I'll let your senses guide you. If you can, even to heighten your senses, now if you have confidence, close your eyes also.
Starting on the, I feel a bit more confident.
Louder.
Starting on the, I feel a bit more confident.
Okay. So far the terrain is safe.
Okay.
I'm thinking of going as far as we can with this, as long as you're okay with it.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay with it.
Allah. Let's pick up the pace. Chhitiz, walking blind in the Himalayas. Going 1 mile per hour, but that's good. That's excellent speed. Walking blind. With faith in my voice and his own senses and abilities. Turn left. Keep going. अलिक चुच्चो ढुङ्गाहरू छ अब, but you're fine. Go where your stick is. Yeah, bold step, bold couple of steps. I was slightly right. Yes, that's it. I was straight. Chhitiz was a great student. He did the exercise with an open heart and an open mind, and I could see that he understood the lessons and would be able to use the lessons he's learned through this exercise in his normal day-to-day life. Shit, I'm tired. I guess we'll take a rest out there in the Gumba. See that? Right now it is smack in the middle of the day, in the noon. We just passed Karikola. We did the blind walk, in which Chhitiz did pretty well. We still got one more stretch, maybe towards the later part of the day, and today's exercise, and hopefully we'll find a spot to meditate as well today. So maybe Paya is a long stretch, doesn't know. I don't know right now, because Bupsa is a massive climb we can see from here, few hundred meters, and Paya is probably another hike just like that. We'll see how it goes. See this. Just had some milk tea with almonds. We're fueled up for the next stretch of the walk. See this? What's up?
Just looking forward for Bupsa. We are on our way to Bupsa, and the uphill is quite steep, and we just took a rest underneath this hill. I think our stop for today will be Bupsa, and I'm just getting the hang of trekking, and all I'm learning so far right now is one step at a time. And I think that was the main purpose of the blind exercise as well. One step at a time, stable yourself and move forward. I think, yeah, that's what I'm getting for the trek so far. Ashish, what do you want to add?
Bupsa. That's all. That's all.
Okay, Bupsa it is, one step at a time. छैन छैन छाती मात्रै ट्याक्कै रुद्राक्षको टक्क लगाएर गोलो.
If you pace yourself, you can climb any mountain. That's the quote of the day today. Hello, we are here at Bupsa, Solukhumbu district. We've walked since 8:30 in the morning, and we are very close to getting to our destination for the day. Today's walk was pretty much all about being situationally aware and immerse yourself in the nature. Be conscious of where we are physically and use that towards meditation. So as a part of today's exercise, Chhitiz did a blind walk in the morning. Now we're planning to do another one right now. But it's looking like it's about to rain. So no, you can't plan anything in the mountains. That's absolutely proven. I just said that and it started to rain. So when you take up a journey like this, it's found in other cultures. It's called a sabbatical. Anybody can take it. Normally older people do it because they have a certain sense of maturity after a while and they understand how something like this can be beneficial for them. Most of the sabbaticals that I see these days are very commercial, like going to Bali. No, I'm not saying going to Bali is bad, but what I'm saying is that it's not going to take you out of that normal day-to-day realm. You're eating the same food, you're kind of living the same way, you're probably with the same people that you were with, and it's just in a different setting. So your mind doesn't function differently when you take those vacations. A sabbatical is different in a way where you change those things, your day-to-day normal life. Right now I'd probably be working at Redmond, but that's not the case right now. I'm completely away from it and a world apart from it. Eating food that I normally wouldn't eat. It'll be more flamboyant from what we are consuming here.
Yes.
Right now we're eating very basic food, just giving our bodies what we need to carry on this journey further up. So you take all those things away from your mind, the worry about small little things like, these days we have small habits like picking up the phone, checking. We have no idea how that is actually affecting us mentally and how deeply we can get into that spiral of just continuous data consumption. And that extensive amount of data consumption is actually very bad for your brain. I've read a few books, so I can speak with authority in this regarding. Especially after reading Your Brain at Work, what it helped me recognize is that you can control the flow of thoughts in your head. I think meditation teaches you the same thing. So if you're in a situation where you're aware that you're taking it in, I'll give you an example. What happens I've said this before in podcast also, what happens in, let's say, Turkey today, it actually doesn't have anything to do with winning. But I will see a post which says something happened and maybe some people lost their lives or something horrible happened, then it completely takes you there. Even in our quest trek, when I was doing this kind of a training in Helambu last month, news from Netherlands came. Somehow the news penetrated even that wall, where the news was important enough that some people were from that city and there was a mass shooting there. So had we not had that, we would have still been continuously in the quest trek mindset. But in the evening, something really horrible happened. But then we had opportunity as well to form a bond between Dutch people and Nepali people. I said a few things myself. I recently lost Subhastai to gun violence, so I talked about gun violence. So the point I'm trying to get to is the sabbatical is not a vacation. It is putting yourself out of your physical, mental, your atmospherical, or physical realm, and seeking discomfort and finding wisdom and joy through that discomfort. Because throughout my treks, I've realized that normally towards the end of my journey, I come back with a sense of clarity, at least if it may not be for a long period of time. Let's say what I need to do for the next 6 to 12 months. I'm very clear about it and I shoot for it, and normally I hit those milestones also. So it's worked for me. That's why I take these sabbaticals. And that's the update from Bupsa. It's raining cats and dogs. And Chhitiz and I will need to cover a lot of ground tomorrow to get to Loglan. Bye-bye. We already told you it's raining cats and dogs. To the extent that I've never encountered lightning this close to me. This was 20 meters away this way probably. We saw a spark and a certain sound like, and then the lightning went off. And I think it was very, very close to where we are right now. Because we are at the top of a hill right now. Yes. Actually. That's pretty dangerous. We're living dangerously right now. And I'm quite sure we're not going to have electricity for the rest of the evening probably. So it's going to be an interesting night. No more vlogging probably after this.